Y'all really want to argue that not being allowed to wear bonnets and pajamas to class is anti-black? What? What are we talking about? Y'all are really angry that some of these HBCUs are requiring y'all to put some clothes on? That's the hill y'all want to die on? That is anti-black? Are you kidding me? Y'all, we can wear our hair any way we want to. Natural, froze, locks, braids, faux locks, beautiful scarves, because I've worn them more than a couple of times. Y'all are telling me that, the only measurement of blackness is being able to wear the shit you wear to sleep to class? No, it's not anti-black. I refuse to be on that train. And y'all call me bougie all you want to. I'm not getting behind that. Y'all got one time to make a first impression. One time.
Old School Will is back at it again with another edition of Old School Life Discussions. Now, before we get started, let me first say thank you. Thank you to every one of you who has subscribed to this channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing these videos with your family and friends. And thank you for helping this community continue to grow. When I first started this channel, most of our conversations centered around cruise ships, cruise news, and travel. And don't worry, we're still going to be talking about cruising. We're still going to be talking about travel. And we're still going to be taking our Sunday morning rides with Old School on that old Gold Wing. And we'll still be sitting down every week for coffee with Old School, talking about whatever is happening in our lives. But many of you have asked me to expand these conversations, to talk about everyday life, the things that affect our families, our communities, and our future. So today, we're beginning a brand new series, Old School Life Discussion, and this one is episode number 1. Now, I don't expect everyone to agree with me. Matter of fact, I hope you don't, because respectful conversations are how we learn from one another. So today's discussion isn't about attacking anyone. It isn't about criticizing one generation over another. It's simply asking a question. What happened to standards on college campuses? Now, back in Old School's day, which is back in the 70s, when I was attending colleges, things were different. They weren't perfect, far from it, but different. Nobody stood at the front door checking what you were wearing. There wasn't some fashion police walking around campus. There weren't signs saying no pajamas, no house shoes, no bonnets. There didn't need to be, because there was an understanding. College just wasn't a place where you went to get a degree. It was preparing you for adulthood, for your future, preparing you for a career, preparing you to enter the professional world. You represented yourself, you represented your family, and in many cases, you represented your community. We dressed comfortably, but respectfully, because how we carried ourselves mattered. Now, let's fast forward to 2026. Over the last several months, several colleges, including some HBCUs, have found themselves making national headlines. You may ask why? Because administrators ask students not to come to class wearing, bonnets, house shoes, pajamas, bedroom slippers, and similar clothing.
Expecting college-age students to come to class dressed appropriately shouldn't be this controversial, but Tuskegee University's ban on bonnets, do-rags, and pajamas in the classroom has people in an uproar. And what bothers me the most is the notion that bonnets and do-rags have become synonymous with Black identity, when Black culture has always taken pride in presentation. What's ironic is many of the same ones defending the right to wear bonnets in the classroom are the same ones cheering women on when they make story times about leaving their hinge date in a restaurant because he showed up to a 5-star dining experience wearing jeans and a t-shirt. So you do understand that different settings require different attire. This mindset is exactly why we have teens showing up to job fairs in hoodies, t-shirts, and slides, wondering why employers aren't taking them seriously, because the adults who should be teaching and modeling professionalism are instead encouraging the lowered bar, labeling any attempts at standards respectability politics. We've fallen so far from the standard of excellence our ancestors set for us. To look at photos of us during the Harlem Renaissance, the era of HBCUs in the early to mid 20th century, Black people took tremendous pride in the way they presented themselves to the world. It wasn't about impressing another race. It was a reflection of the respect we had for ourselves. College isn't just about earning a degree. It's about preparing you for adulthood and the professional world. Part of that preparation is learning that there's a time and place for everything. The phrase Sunday's best came from our community. Even high schools have dress code. Why would it be outrageous that a university preparing young adults for the workforce would have one too? You're not going to convince me that dropping the standards so low for our youth will yield any positive results. These students should be taught to respect themselves, the classroom, and the institution, and recognize that every environment isn't meant to be treated the same.
Now, think about that. 30, 40, 50 years ago, would that even have been a discussion? Probably not, because nobody would have imagined wearing bedroom clothes to a college classroom. Yet, here we are, having a nationwide conversation about it.
What do you What exactly are you wearing?
I'm sorry.
Look like you have a swimsuit on to me.
No, it's not a swimsuit, and I did not know this was a court day. I just told the lady back there that I'm not dressed properly for court at all.
Really? Yes, you are not. I agree with that 100%. That's very insulting to me, that you would come into my courtroom dressed like that.
I apologize. I had no idea it was in as a visit and not a court day. So I was unaware that this was a court day. Because she wrote on the back of the car, a visit. So it was never said that this was a court date.
Now, some people say, old school, you're making way too much out of clothing. Maybe. But I don't think this conversation is really about clothing. I think it's about standards.
Okay, if you watched today's show, you heard us talk about Tuskegee University's new dress code. Tuskegee is an HBCU in Alabama. It has banned bonnets, do-rags, and bedroom slippers on campus. The university says the policy is meant to prepare students for professional environments. Critics say it's respectability politics and that colleges shouldn't be policing how students dress on their campus. I don't see it that way. I see it differently. I don't think it's about respectability politics. I think it's about, and it's not about denying anybody's identity. I think it's about standards. College is supposed to prepare you for what is next, and whether you like it or not, most workplaces have expectations about how people present themselves. And to me, there is nothing wrong with a university asking students to practice those habits before they graduate. That's what it's about. And let me be clear, there's nothing unprofessional about natural black hair. This isn't about race. It's about showing up for the environment that you're in, okay? And I'm saying anybody on any campus, black, white, or anyone should obey the school's policy, obey the dress code. Don't show up in pajamas and in your bedclothes. I don't care who you are. Let me know what you think.
Expectations, preparation, and how we see ourselves. Because eventually, every student leaves campus. Eventually, they're going to sit across from someone interviewing them for a job. They're going to meet clients, customers, executives, business owners, teachers, doctors, lawyers, military officers, police officers, as old school was in his day, business leaders. Whether we like it or not, people notice first impressions. That's just reality.
That woman who wore shorts to her job interview is used to women lying to her. Yep. She is used to women lying to her, and a woman probably lied to her and told her that she looked good to wear the outfit. And she came to TikTok looking for validation to tell her that she was right, because she's not used to anybody telling her the truth. Like, I mean, it's clear. She's used to people telling her she looks good, she looks great, girl, you got this, you're the best, you're phenomenal, you're perfect, lying to her. And she was humbled today. I will hope that the interviewer humbled her to let her know, you need to change. You don't look good. And that's the unfortunate side about women lying to you and telling you that you're perfect, that you're great, and they send you out to fail. Thankfully, they want to offer her, to do the interview again, but everybody doesn't get a second chance. But when you lie to women and tell them that they look great, you send them out to fail. You send them out to be on the wayside by themselves, lying to them. And she couldn't even take accountability because, again, she's used to people lying to her. She never had to take accountability. She's never had to say, you know what, you're right, I should change. Because I've been told by everybody in my life, girl, you look good. Yes, wear the shorts. Yeah, the shorts look good. Wear the shorts. Stop lying to each other, because it does not look good, it doesn't benefit you, and it is harmful to you and other women.
Now, I already know somebody is typing in the comments right now, old school clothes don't determine intelligence. You're absolutely right. A bonnet doesn't tell me whether someone is smart. Pajamas don't tell me someone's GPA. House shoes don't tell me whether someone will become a successful engineer. I totally agree with that, 100%. But there's another truth. The world often makes decisions based upon first impressions. Should it? Maybe not. Does it? Absolutely. And if we know that's the world our young people are entering, shouldn't colleges have prepared them for that reality?
Can we stop normalizing being out in public in your pajamas? It's mid-afternoon, so most people that are working during the day are out at lunch, just walking around, getting some fresh air. And there's a group that was walking down the street, of course minding their own business, but they had on pajama shorts, outfits, hair bonnet, house shoes included. When I started working in corp about 7-8 years ago, there was one lesson I learned that I really think most people should start implementing in their everyday life. The business at the time was growing very rapidly, so we had some top executives in the office just randomly throughout the week and throughout the year. You never know who you're going to meet. You could be out in public and meet your future boss. You can be out in public and see your current boss. You can be out in public and see your potential spouse. And you can be out in public seeing a network or meeting people for a network opportunity that just fell in your lap. First impressions really do matter.
So I started asking myself, what has changed? Have we become more casual? Has social media influenced us? Did working from home during the pandemic change how people dress in public? Has comfort become more important than presentation? Or have we simply stopped expecting certain standards? I don't know. That's why we're having this discussion. Now, the bigger issue to me, this goes way beyond college campuses. Just look around. You see people wearing pajamas at airports.
Where to?
Home. I'm going home.
At grocery stores, inside restaurants, inside governmental offices, sometimes even job interviews. Wow, I'd like to see that person get hired.
Oh my God, I'm going to lose.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I have to break this video down. We have a group of young people here and they have shown up for a hiring event, and the very first thing I notice are the sneakers. Now after that I am seeing t-shirts, and this is a longer bonnet or a do-rag. Yeah, bonnets and do-rags are not something that you wear to a job interview. They're not things to be worn in public. These are things to be worn in the home, usually for sleeping. Personally wouldn't wear one out in public, But there's a difference between just being out and about in public and going essentially to a job interview, dressed like you're getting ready to go to sleep. And then this teal colored object back here, I'm not sure if that is her hair color or maybe she had a bonnet on and pulled it back, but this isn't working. Nothing about this look for anybody here is giving professional. Nothing here is saying that I'm ready to be hired and I actually want to work here. And now look at the competition. The first one here, he is wearing a nice set of mixed separates. He has a sports coat on with some either chinos or khaki colored dress pants. I would have added a tie personally. And then the guy right behind him, I think he's just suited and booted. He's got the full navy suit, and that is very appropriate menswear. If you can only have one suit, make it a nice navy suit. Then after that, I would add a charcoal suit, then perhaps medium gray, then black. But the guy in the back, he looks very nice. And this is the moment when they realize that they have no chance of getting hired because these men came dressed and ready to go. Why have they put the bonnet on the Spirit Airlines plane?
Alright, so this girl made a video about how the dudes who was around her were wearing do-rags and bunnies at a hiring event. And then somebody came in green screen, stitched it. This dude down here, he came in green screen, stitched it, talking about this was wrong with this was wrong with this was wrong with that. Like, bro, I'm gonna just be real, bro. None of this matters, bro.
Maybe you know that's not how this works. No, that's not how this works.
It's clothes. Why y'all do so much with life, bro? That's that colonizer mindset, bro. Y'all creating false life and living next to the court. And, bro, like, African tribal people don't have to worry about this. They don't have to worry about going outside their hood and somebody recording them and make a video on them. Look what this person has on. They're not following a certain code. Like, bro, it don't matter. Your whole idea of class is based off something that somebody else created. You wasn't born thinking, oh, this is classy and this is not classy. Somebody told you that. Like, for example, a suit. Somebody created a suit, wanted to sell this suit, and told you this suit was classy. The same thing with diamonds. Diamonds, they don't have the value that they say they hold. Somebody found diamonds, found this gem, had no use for it, and created an artificial value around it. It's the same thing with so much stuff in this world. Wearing a suit, it's the same thing. Having to wear a do-rag to a job, it don't matter. If they won't hire you because you wearing a do-rag and you doing something that your soul feels like you're really doing, then you ain't supposed to be there.
Well, I can tell you're not there. And the bad part is not only is he not there, but he's actively giving advice to keep other people from being there as well.
You supposed to fit in life where you naturally resonate at. Cause guess what? It's people like who wear a do-rag every day making $1 million. You can do it too. I'm tired of all these fake society guidelines and they try to make everybody abide by these. Like, bro, none of this matter. Why can't just live? Why can't we just live? Why does it matter what somebody wear? Why do y'all always add stipulations and labels to everything, bro? That's that ego, bro. Like, can't just exist and just be?
Tell me you don't work in corporate America without telling me that you don't work in corporate America.
Again, I'm not judging people. I'm simply asking, has our definition of appropriate public appearance changed? And if it has, is that a good thing or not? Now, HBCUs, we talk about specifically about these HBCUs. Historically, black colleges and universities have always represented excellent leadership, opportunity, and many of America's greatest black leaders, doctors, lawyers, military officers, judges, scientists, teachers, business owners, graduated from HBCUs. These institutions have always taken pride in preparing students for leadership. So when administrators ask students to dress in a way that reflects professionalism, maybe they're trying to prepare them for what comes after graduation. Not embarrass them, prepare them. There's a big difference. Now let's be fair. There are people who completely disagree with me. They'll say old school students aren't paying tuition. They're adults. Let them wear whatever they want. That's a valid opinion. Others say, nah. College should prepare students for professional environments. They also, excuse me, that's also a valid opinion. You see, this is why I wanted this new series. We don't have to scream at each other. We don't have to insult one another. We can simply have a conversation. Now, old school's opinion. This is where I stand. I believe standards still matter, not because clothes make the person, but because presentation says something about preparation. It says something about taking pride in yourself. Again, not because someone told you to, because you chose to. That's what I was taught. That doesn't mean I'm always right, but that's my experience. Now, I'd like to hear from you. Do you think colleges should have dress expectations? Or should students be allowed to wear absolutely anything they choose? Have standards changed? Or are older generations simply having a hard time accepting change? Now, old school want to throw this much in. If you're a business owner and someone came looking for a job at your business with do-rags, a bonnet, house shoes, pajamas on, let's be 100% honest. Would you hire them? Would you really hire them? Let's have a respectful conversation down in the comments. Remember, this series is called Old School Life Discussions for a reason. We don't have to always agree. We just have to respect one another's opinion. If you enjoyed today's discussion, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Share this video with someone who enjoys thoughtful, deep conversations. And don't forget, Cruise News is still coming. Coffee with Old School is still coming. Sunday morning rides, which I really love with Old School, and that old bike are still rolling. And next week, we'll be back with Old School Life Discussions. That episode number 2. And until then, I'm Old School Will. And as always, y'all stay blessed.